I'm walking alone under the neon lights, in a city where I feel like a ghost at night. No one understands my wild, untamed soul. In this world I'm just a stranger, a hole. But I won't conform, I'll let my spirit fly. In this rebel heart, I'm just who I am, you'll see. I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile I'll defy. I've got my books and my dreams, my guitar and my fears. In this chaos I find my peace, my tears. I'll sing songs of my own, of the stars and the moon. In this life I'll dance until the sun. I'll wear my heart on my sleeve, it's bleeding and raw. In this crowd I'm just a whisper, a shadow, a draw. But when the night falls, I light up the sky. With my laughter I'll conquer the sky. I won't conform, I'll let my spirit fly. In this rebel heart, I'm just who I am, you see. I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile, I'll define. And my dreams, my guitar and my fears. In this rebel heart, I'm yes who I am. You see, I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile, I'll defy.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Hump Day. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? And to hydrate already, Draken? Already? Haven't even put my hair up. Jeez. Lou. Yes, please. Thank you. I couldn't figure out.
You just hold on to that.
What's up, Phenom? How you doing, brother? How's it going? How's it going? How we doing, party peeps? Oh, it has been a fun-filled adventure of a day today. I had to drive all the way up to DC today. So that was fun. Annoying, but yeah. I'm on. I must have noodles cake. Womp womp. Womp womp. I understand that. I completely understand. Hi, Jan. Wait, one of your boyfriends is in DC? Like, that's where he is currently, or that's where he lives? Yeah, where he is currently. I was about to say because I would I would think that he business thing. Got it. Check. Makes sense. Or in the great words of that one robot, Roger, Roger. From Star Wars. But yeah. Hi, Cosmic. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's completely fair. 110%. So, who would like a chuckle? Because this part's making me laugh. So, Green Day, well known for their very anti-government punk approach to things, last night was playing Holiday. Okay, and instead of ladies and gentlemen, the representative from California has the floor. Uh, said, and I quote, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Miller has the floor, and then went to seek how to the president, gas man, without missing a beat. And the reason why this is funny to me, Green Day's opening the Super Bowl. After doing earlier in the year the I'm not a part of the MAGA agenda, we get this one. And something tells me that this is the NFL's personal sit and spit. Because that's funny. Yup. Which, so, and the fact that Green Day, Green Day, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, P3. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome, Raiders. So there's a lot. How's everyone doing? Hello, Blackbird. The Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird. Hi, Basil. Or Basil. Basil and Bone. Every time I see Basil, I think Basil. Hit him with the old razzle dazzle. But yeah, well, it's even funnier, Draken, because a lot of people. Woohoo! Too bad you have to stare at this ugly bug. Um, a lot of people, there's a rumor going around that Dropkick Murphys will be making an appearance with Green Day. I'm like, oh God. Oh God. Look, there's a reason I don't use Cam. Thank you, Dragon. I greatly appreciate it. It's self-deprecating humor. We get it in the military. It's a part of our enlistment bonus.
Bad knees.
We don't talk about the bad knees.
I wasn't actually listening. I was being genuine.
I said self-deprecating humor. It's one of our enlistment bonuses.
Oh, so to go right along with the bad knees. Got it.
Womp womp. Oh, Lady Rosalind, I got it from my daddy.
Truth.
Let's not mention the rest. No, your bad back isn't military connected. Meanwhile, pictures of us in the front lane rest position with fucking ballistic plates in our rucksack on our back while staying in the front lane rest position. Okay.
Face is a problem.
My face is always a problem.
How did you know that?
I mean, my self-deprecating humor comes from trauma. Yeah, but when you join the military, it eventually, comes determined that, that trauma is self-inflicted because you signed on the dotted line. Yeah, I still don't get that one, Draken. I still don't get how they say that's not service related. Still don't. Do 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 do. But yeah, so the reason why I find it funny is because today, while working, I drove all the way up to DC, taking a passenger up. And I'm like, and I had to drive to Northwest DC. So I went past the Lincoln Memorial through Rock Creek Park, and I'm like, oh God. There's no way that is true, P3. There's no way. I doubt you break mirrors when you look in them. Just saying. Just saying. Meanwhile, Babyface is currently back to Legends EA.
I got my shiny Goomy.
I mean, my wife and my GF would disagree, but they're biased. I got mad dark humor for my injuries. Ivy Rain, nope, that's me. Draken, I am a gremlin. See? And by the way, welcome in everyone. Hope everyone's doing great. I'm Heathen, also known as Polyamorous Heathen. I run the Facebook page. This is one of my partners. Wave, Baby Faye, please.
Face. Hi, I'm the wife. Look, I got my shiny.
Aw. Are you going to turn into Gudra?
Of course I am.
Of course you are.
I used my Gudra.
And you'll at some point, if you stay here long enough, we'll at least hear Elusive Spouse come in, maybe at some point
Now that you're
in the
streaming
future.
now that you're streaming at night, probably not. Come 7:15, elusive spouse goes bye bye bye.
May hate me, but it ain't no lie. Baby, bye, bye, bye. You leave me hanging. Womp womp.
Come here, I'll bite you. Almost punched the water bottle.
Dragon Faye in a tank top.
The reason I keep fidgeting with the blanket.
Yes, let's
We're
please.
on Facebook.
Please don't get me banned on Twitch and Facebook in the same stream.
The problem is I'm in a tank top and my hair's down this time.
Womp womp.
Womp womp for you indeed. Something turnabout's fair play.
Lady Rosalind, I broke my pelvis during child labor. They had to fuse it back together with plates and screws on x-rays. It now looks like a live bear trap in my hoo-ha. Oh.
I feel like you could send that x-ray image as like a reaction to unsolicited dick pics.
Clank.
Bear trap. Throwing that out there.
I can't wait till we can start our D&D podcast again. Nice. Lady Rosalind, they call me the bear trap now. Grippy socks?
I almost asked the hospital for extra grippy socks when I was there on Monday. Just so you know.
Should have.
I still don't have my grippy socks squid.
See, I love my dice. I love my dice. It was one of the first gifts I got after I started doing streaming. That is apparently not the way it goes. Thank you for the follow, Curtis. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, I used to have for my Pathfinder gunslinger, I had a chamber uh, where I had a 6-cylinder, had a D6, a D12, D4, um, D20, and percentile. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I actually I gave that to a friend of mine because they're like, my ex took all my dice. So yeah, I miss having that one. But yes, thank you for the follow, Curtis. I greatly appreciate it. Do they roll well? Yes. I I haven't had any problems with my light up dice, but their edges are sharp, so quite literally they after a while they hurt the hand. Zibbidi wobbidi 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 woo. And thank you for the follow, Michelle, over on Facebook. I greatly appreciate it. So, someone sent an anonymous post that I think that you should answer, my love.
Like sacrificing your people to me? Sure.
So someone is just opened their relationship about 6 months ago.
Was this the one that came into the inbox?
No,
Okay.
no. Someone opened their relationship 6 months ago. They they've been reading books and they've just starting to get used to being polyamorous. Like and thinking about, testing the waters. Their girlfriend, after having the conversation, literally had to date the next day. So for me, that's red flag 1. But red flag 2 is the girlfriend told them, "Oh, you can't date anyone." And I'm curious how you feel about that. Oh, both of my toes close to it.
I mean, ew.
For me, it's a lot of red flags. But
I mean, yeah, it's a whole ass red flag masquerading as a human. One is attempting to go at it ethically, one is not. I don't.
I just thought you have, like, oh, you motherfucker. Because I saw it in my anonymous DMs. I'm like, let me baby Faye unhinged. No. Okay.
Throw the bitch away.
Throw the whole LP, please stay safe this weekend. Everyone, if you are an emergency worker or essential worker, also please stay safe. If you work in restaurants, please stay safe. Uh, we are under a snow watch here in the state. Draken, red flag factory. Curtis, run. Just run. Draken, do not pass go.
Throw the whole bitch away!
Like, Sam in Texas, sadly, I'm scared of no power. Yeah, what they are calling for here is a foot of snow and 3 inches of ice. So, in the great words of Effie Trinket, may the odds be ever in your favor. Fuck the 3 inches of ice. Sounds about right. Friday AM, wind chill weather for us is supposed to be negative 56. Where the fuck are you? Oh, that's right. Pacific Northwest. Negative 56?
Remember the weeks before I moved in with you, I was negative 40 with the wind chill, and I was sleeping with the windows open still.
Roseland, Wisconsin. Oh, I mean, both. ¿Por qué no los dos? ¿Por qué no los dos? Okay, I have a question. I've been pondering lately. I've commented on this on a post, but I haven't gotten a response yet. If a couple is looking to open back up the relationship, but they want to both have a relationship with person joining the relationship, is that an ick? Because I know that.
Super fucking ick! I'm sorry. I'm not. I can't. I'm not. Huh. No, ick. Gross. Gross. People aren't your kink.
I couldn't have said that better myself. Um, so here's a breakdown. All right, and why Babyface said people are not your kink. When that happens, three things are happening at the same time. One, there is a power dynamic going on with the couple that is removing, even if it's not on purpose, but is removing the third's autonomy. That's one. Two, you are fetishizing an entire person who has their own dreams, their own views, their own ideas, everything.
And it doesn't matter you if you're saying, "Oh, it's not about the sex." By trying to fit a whole ass human into a pre-designed shape that you and your established partner have defined. You are fetishizing someone. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Round of applause for Baby Faye. And the thing is that quite literally, no matter how you spin it, it's because of the fact that it's one fetishization of a person. Because of the removal of autonomy, whether on purpose or not, which is why intent versus impact, even if you didn't intend to, the impact matters.
As the third in a relationship, I can fucking speak to that.
So so is the only way to do it to open a relationship up, date separate, and then see if other people get along with both of you at some point. So there are organic ways that triads do form. Understand that. Thank you for the follow, JC, over on Facebook. That triads, thruples, whatever you want to call it, is polyamory on hard mode. It is polyamory on hard mode for a reason. Because where there are 3 people, there's 4 relationships. Okay? And it is not easy.
But no, that is not the only way to do it. It's the only way to have an ethical polyamorous relationship. You can have an open relationship. You can seek a sex worker. You can become swingers. You can. There are ways to do it, but then you are not polyamorous. Not ethically, at least. And it boils down to, at the end of the day, do you want to be ethical or not?
So never ever date to intend for them to be a part of both people's lives. Correct.
People are not objects. They are not puzzle pieces for you to try to shove together. You can have dreams. You can have an ideal situation, but you can't force anyone to be in that situation.
You also can't force your partner's partner or your meta to get along with you. People are people. I get along with my meta. I
To be fair, I stole your meta from you. Is how that happened.
I was specifically referring to Argent over Chef.
I mean, sure, but
With Chef, which I really need to do a check-in on. I wouldn't ever want someone to feel forced into anything, so yeah, I definitely see that. The the thing it's one of the reasons why my most often comment on TikTok videos is date separately. Quite literally, my most often commented thing on TikTok is when I see people going, "Oh, I'm looking for, or me and my husband are looking for a perfect woman. Date separately."
get a fucking dog. I,
At one point, it got so bad on TikTok, Babyface just started blocking those creators that would post those videos. How big is your block list on TikTok now?
it might be longer than my followers. That's saying something.
Rosalind, don't put a dog in that kind of toxic relationship. That's animal abuse. So, but yeah, like, and the thing is that there are so many different styles of polyamory, and there are also so many different types of polyamory. Like, there are V's, there are triads, there are, there's so many things.
Open V's, closed V's. There's extended constellations, comets. You have solo poly. You have garden party. You have lap sitting, kitchen table. Don't ask, don't tell is questionable and false.
That's why I started referring to it as OPSEC over Don't Ask, Don't Tell, because Don't Ask, Don't Tell is comes from
I know.
and that's one the reason why I'm removing DADT from my vocabulary is that a good majority of the time, I'm not saying all the time, but a good majority of the time, there are people who use that terminology so they can cheat.
And that's exactly why I continue to use the terminology to point out how toxic that style is.
Uh,
I two
that
two sides, same coin.
and and Curtis, that my friend would probably be closer to garden party or kitchen table, because with kitchen table, it's being able to have dinner together, everything. Where garden party is kind of like a merger of solo polyamory, but also kitchen table, where hey, it's being able to stand each other and get along for big events, like your shared partner's birthday party, or your shared partner is celebrating a promotion at work, those type of things. And before you get in a relationship, please check if their other half is not crazy crazy. I mean, I
Yes, please. Field that one. Do it. I dare you.
okay. Your feelings on a person should not be affected by your feelings on their partner.
Nah, nah, friend. I'm sorry. I agree with who I don't know who commented that.
LP.
I agree with LP because let me tell you. Remember our dear friend, and I'm going to use names.
Oh God.
Remember our dear friend Benny and his lovely wife Annika? Because she was crazy. Stalked me. I'd never met the man. Stalked me through 3 kink communities.
Me too.
Yeah,
It was weird.
because she remember, she needed your D because she thought I was gonna get her husband's D. That was what happened there.
LP, see? Yes, you're right, my friend.
But see, even I blocked them out. Now I was going with me being crazy,
Uh, mm,
but I'm not that level of crazy. I'm just the neurotic crazy.
s-
I'm the I'm the I'm sorry parallel doesn't really work for me. I'm gonna be messaging you about our shared partner's bullshit and telling on him
and has done so.
constantly. Yeah, there's a group chat without you. There's several group chats without you.
With kitchen table, can it still be considered kitchen table if I don't want to hear anything about their love life? Yes. You don't need to hear about your partner's love life with their other partner.
One of my metas is also one of my best friends. I have set the boundary with both my partner and my best friend. I love you both separately. I get too envious when y'all are together. I can't have that. Yes. So I'd
Uh,
rather not know about it. Chef.
I
Yeah.
realized my brain was playing catch up as I was trying to understand the words. Curtis, that's it's not my business. In my honest opinion, it's not my thing, or that's my thing, unless I'm brought into that personally. Hi, Lily.
Or
Yeah, Draken, that's because your exes were toxic as fuck. Sup, Drago? How we doing?
I am for the most part the same way, Draken. And there's always signs before it happens.
Hi, Jess. I know the feeling, Drago.
Explain to me why psychic is weak to bug. Most of the type matchups I can logic
What's
my way
peop
behind.
What's people's biggest fear?
A lot of people, arachnophobia, spiders, yeah.
Okay, so when they're afraid, what turns off your thought process? Psychic is powered by
But but most of the first couple of gens of bug Pokemon were not spiders.
bees, caterpillars.
Cute.
Cat to you are cute. To most people, caterpillars are creepy crawly, and bees, people have a fear of having anaphylactic shock. Also, according to Draken, hive minds too. Bugs have multiple minds. Psychics tend to be solo, one mind versus hive mind,
Like I see why it's weak to ghost.
because it has no mind.
Possessions.
But the reason why ghost and bug makes sense to me is because these are abject fear.
Yes, I just, it just had feelings. I'm just gonna dark riot.
Lily, bees and caterpillars are considered scary by more people than you think. LP, I'm scared of bees because of allergy. Absolutely. It's annoying. The one that annoys the piss out of me is why is fairy strong to dragon?
Have you seen my sway over the elusive spouse? You answered your own question.
Okay.
You've seen real life Fae versus dragon magic.
The fairy dust is cocaine.
The fairy dust is pixie sticks. The cocaine is a party favor.
Hi, Lynette.
By the way, Stonerby has reintroduced.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Stoner Stripperby
Yep.
has reintroduced her stoner sticks. The can of sugar pixie sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what should be in my Valentine's Day fuckery this year.
Autumn Bailey has followed. Thank you for the follow on Facebook. Dragon Stoner Snacks? Snackies? Why do I have a feeling you're going to be making a trip south side?
We'll
Yep.
just schedule a pickup at the club. She's dating again.
You're trying to get me in trouble.
I'm trying to get me in trouble.
¿Por qué no las dos? Knowing you,
Because
it's
we
both.
date separately, motherfucker. We just went through this.
Dragon, we all in trouble. Try and get you in trouble. See, I know what would happen, and it would make me cackle. The moment that she puts one finger right there, you immediately melt and you go gay panic, and I laugh. And the moment I laugh,
like the strip clubs. They give me empowerment. It's fine. Do you know why? Because they're so used to creepy fucking mediocre white men trying to grind up all on them that they're like, oh, pretty lady. And I'm like, yes, it's a pretty lady. And it's fine. I just won't be able to talk to her on Facebook ever again.
no, I'm just imagining her putting her finger right at your chin and go, "You're coming home with me." I'm like, "Bye, bye."
Yeah, that's how that goes. You think so? You're done here.
See you tomorrow. Oh, Draken, I just turned into a giant ass blush. Jan, I've never been to a strip club. I want to go. Yeah, we have some very interesting friends in the area.
To be
What?
fair, I have some very interesting friends. You know a bunch of fucking nerds.
I also still have military friends in the area. And nerds are there are four different.
You, yes.
Okay, I have to ask this because this has been running through my brain. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna ask you first, love.
Face.
What fandom is an immediate red flag to you? If someone starts talking about a certain fandom, what is a red flag to you? I know which one to me, but I'm curious what your answer is.
Um, there's two for me.
Okay.
It's the weirdos that play the what is it? I guess it's Dragon Ball Z card game. Is it Dragon Ball Z? What's the other one? There's Magic the Gathering or
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. It's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh weirdos.
Okay.
Um, and grown ass men that are into My Little Pony. That's it.
Okay.
Those are my immediates. Out. Not a fucking chance.
Would you like to know mine?
Mm.
And it'll make complete sense the moment I say it. Anyone who's a 40k player that plays the Inquisition.
Talk to the people that would understand what that means.
Your favorite pick me person. Quote unquote.
I mean, yeah, fair.
Huh, no idea what that is. So in 40k, there are the Inquisitors that are like heretic, heresy, and they're yes, yes, because and when okay, Babyface, you're gonna have to explain why the My Little Pony.
Because I have yet to come across a grown ass man into My Little Pony that wasn't fetishizing characters that are about the age of my little girls. Bronies should be on a list.
Because people are awful.
Bronies should be on a list.
The bronies are icky.
Bronies should be on a list.
So yeah, like quite literally. Th- so I'm curious for y'all, what fandom or what certain thing in fandom is an immediate red flag? For me, it's someone who either is like, oh, the Inquisition from 40k is the best group of 40k. I'm just like, tell me you didn't get 40k without telling me you didn't get 40k. You are literally following what the word bearers wanted. WTF. And Lily says that she agrees with you. And bronies for one, yep. But like some of the things that I've seen recently, like I had one person sit there and say with their full chest, that what was it that they said? It was something crazy. Hold on. I know I have another one that gives me the ick, but I can't remember offhand. Um, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. What fandom was it? I can't remember. I'll remember it and then go, "Oh, it's this." But but yeah. So like, quite literally, the the Warhammer one just makes me. So I'm not saying the entire fandom, okay? Because I love the lore of 40k. Like my friend, one of my good close friends that was a roommate of mine for years, got me into the lore of 40k. Have I played the minis? Years ago, but I have not since. LP says Care Bear is like Babyface, also Strawberry Shortcake, also. Oh Lord, Lily.
I grew up with Care Bears, and so I have passed it on to my kids and have a couple of the plushies. But yeah.
That is correct, Lily. A specific set of a fandom. So like a good example would be the and a hydrate. See, I like the anime of solo leveling. I haven't really played the game of solo leveling. Like I played like 30 minutes of it, but I haven't really played it. Well, yes, there is a game. Solo leveling Arise. Like the one that annoys me um oh yeah, like the the anime and the webtoon of solo leveling I devoured. I devoured. Um
It's become a comfort show for him, in fact.
I can't wait for season 3 cuz season 3 is going to be fucking amazing.
Keep almost getting me hooked and then watching on.
What is the fandom that watched the anime? It's because it has one of the it has 3 of my favorite songs from anime. Actually 4. Dark Aria in season 1. Technically it's Dark Aria level 2. Um Level by Level or Level by Tomorrow X Tomorrow. Shadowborn and uh Reawake R by Lisa and Felix from Stray Kids. I'm excited to read the Junji Ito horror manga collections I got from the library today. Nice. It so one of my favorite scenes, one of my favorite scenes is in the first season. Happens really early on. And it's Sung Jin Woo is looking at a character and the song drops. And he basically sits there and says, "Mr. Wong, you are strong, but you made a mistake because I've been leveling this entire time." LP, I got a spicy book coming soon. I'm hyped. So, Lily, did you know there's actually a level 1 version of Dark Aria done by Sawano Hiroyuki? And thank you for following over on Facebook, Shay. I greatly appreciate it. Sing mode. So, since we were literally talking about Dark Aria, um, I don't want to hear your apology. Get it off my chest. I will do my best. Fear. I'm going to have to pull up damn lyrics.
Dead.
D-E-D, dead.
Dead.
No, I'll do Shadowborn because Shadowborn is much, much easier. Um, yeah, we'll do Shadowborn. All right. Are you ready? All right. This is from season 2 of Solo Leveling, Shadowborn. All right. I checked myself because I should be dead. The rings of flame still inside my head. The blue facade slowly turning red. Evil denizen. The life support punctuated hum. Sit by your side for the day to come. The truth is black like obsidian. Seek a medicine. Get tough. Don't back out. Time to ditch your doubt. Gate crash. Don't you stop. Countdown to the drop. I just couldn't win, 'cause there was nothing I could ever change. So puny and thin, my body was a cage. But under the skin, I got so comfy on the bed of nails. Death always fails. The um the reason why I really like Shadowborn and the reason why I really like each of these songs is so Dark Aria was a song that he wrote before solo leveling, but while looking at solo leveling for that specific scene. Shadowborn is actually a conversation, and Lily, you'll get this part. It's a it's basically a sung in response for Jin Woo and the Ashborn. So the part where I check myself because I should be dead. The rings of flame still inside my head. The blue facade slowly turning red. Evil denizen is Jinwoo. The life supports punctuated hum, his mom. Sit by your side for the day to come. The truth is black like obsidian. Seek a medicine. Talk about the elixir of life. Get tough. Don't back out. Time to ditch your doubt. Gate crash. Don't you stop. Countdown to the drop. All right. That was the Ashbourne. Now we're back to Jinwoo. I just couldn't win because there was nothing I could ever change. So puny and thin, my body was a cage. But under the skin, I got so comfy on this bed of nails. Death always fails. Then we go back to the Ashbourne. Back to take the pain, to give you what you're begging for. Be my shadowborn. We're back to take the pain. My soul is indestructible. I steal you from the grave, so cursed to be a slave. And then there's a darkness I keep that you can never see beyond, and the dungeon so deep down where the stars ain't ever shone. There's a distance between us that you'll never overcome, in the deafening silence where the day has come and gone. Is the Ashbourne having a conversation with Jin Woo, slowly pulling him into being the Shadow Monarch. So that point where so cursed to be a slave is Jin Woo emulating the Ashbourne. So fun little lyric point. And of course, Lisa, who wrote Reawake R with Felix. It's an amazing comparison because the first time you hear it is Egress, when Egress comes out to fight the bears in season 2. This is the first time you hear it. The second time you hear it is when he's getting Tusk. It's Jinwoo and Ashbourne's song because right now they're conflicted. Because right now in the story, they are two different souls. They are of two different minds, even though shenanigans are happening. They are of two different minds. And quite literally, and that will get resolved if you haven't read the web novel or haven't read the manhwa. That will get resolved. That will get explained more in detail. Just like Jin Woo's dad will get explained in more detail. But so it's one of the fun little things, and why Beirut showing is a thing. When I'm not dying of work. When I am not dying of work. How is work for you? Insane. Insane. Completely insane. Between doing content for the page, doing reels when I can, and streaming as well as doing Uber driving, it's insane. One ride, one ride today. I had to drive to DC, and it took me a while. I'm doing Uber driving, LP. Not that I can think of. Just keep me in your thoughts. Light a candle for me. You know, the normal. That is true, LP. That is true. That is 100% fruit. Don't you stop. Count down to the drop. Hmm. Pretty much. And thank you, Lily. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, LP. Death always fails. I need to add Boston to my visit list for going back. Makes sense to me. Oh, thank you, Lily. Ah, that's kind of awesome. The one of the things that recommended rockets. Dead. DED dead. The answer is yes, Dragon. Rockets. Tell me why ain't nothing.
but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake.
I can smell the failure. Womp womp. Emotional damage. Something something 25 tons of thrust. This is valid. That's
I will
fair.
send you to Jesus.
Drago. Drago. I already had a conversation with Jesus. He was down at Home Depot.
I think that's one of those spouse jokes. Probably not anymore. Just saying.
I was making a carpentry reference. I didn't even put the.
Well, anyway.
I was making a carpentry reference. Uh, Lily, I'm definitely going to go home to hell.
Sweet, as always.
Uh, Sup, Savage? How you doing?
I would like to replace parts of my body now.
Oh, are we finally giving in to the cyberpunk?
I would like to replace parts of my skin.
Ah. I'm doing pretty good, Savage. Oh? Thank you for the hydrate, Jan. Draken, give me a bit and I'll have the Bucks fixed up. Bust to hell. I will have my first claim in by Saturday. Yes, and my partner likes him. Ooh. Nice, Drago. Like they could be besties? Nice. That's awesome, Savage. Locked, cocked, and ready to rock. Lily, I would like a whole new bone mech and meat armor, please. I just want a cybernetic chip with the Mikoshi eye. For reasons.
I have feelings about your eyeballs being connected to networks. You won't even let a smart speaker be in the office, but you want to be able to look at me with a fucking smart speaker AI computer in your brain? Sir. Sir.
I mean, think about the point of view.
Motherfucker. Get a GoPro, strap it to your face, move on.
But the Mikoshi does so much more than that.
Panic about your stupid little webcam having a green light. I'm gonna make you wear an eye patch for life.
Arr. Apparently, I'm just going Odin. Full on Allfather. I'm so excited. It's the first one since my previous one passed, and they said similar things. I literally cried in happiness. I'm so happy for you, Savage. As in, you're buying one, Drago? I'm pretty sure. Lily, of course, that's your response. Oh shit. Would that be getting you out of the state you're in? Yes and no. Is it just across the state line, but still 15 minutes away? Be my thought. I explained how I can't give my full heart just yet due to my previous partner. And he goes, I'll wait.
Can you do me a favor and please post this on the page? I would make sure that they're okay with that, but I saw the post on Facebook and didn't have the wherewithal to post it. Share it, Daniel.
Ask them for me.
Yep.
because I'll share it in stream right now. Man, if I can find a place here that's close to the kids, it would be fine. If I have to move, it'll be harder, but it's something I may have to do. Oh, I'm sorry, Drago. It absolutely sounds like Keeper Savage. Uh, hey y'all. So real quick, Babyface just brought this to my attention. One of our community members needs some help. Um, if you are in the server, check out the random acts of kindness. If you are not, say again.
You got it?
Check out that link, share it. I'll make a post on the page here in a little bit. But quite literally, one of our community members, their mother passed away due to a public transit accident and could use our assistance. Where are all the polycubes? Polycules exist all over the place. If you're in the Pacific Northwest, the answer is yes. If you're in the Northeast, the answer is New York and Massachusetts. Draken, I'm Pacific Northwest. But you are not part of the Pacific Northwest polycule yet. The one that spans 4 states. It has connections all over the US, technically all over the globe almost. So there's at last count there was a 50-person constellation Draken.
It had gotten larger, the two combined.
Oh, so we're at 100.
Yeah, the two had the the you shall not pass passed.
Ah, I'm in Massachusetts, but I'm new to this. So what you want to do is you want to check out your state's or your biggest city that's closest to you, Polyam group, and see if you can get involved with their local group and their munches. Lily, I live in a more conservative part of the state. Would that be the Upper Peninsula?
Or Taylor Tucky.
Or what?
Taylor Tucky. I have talked
Uh,
extensively
I
about Taylor Tucky.
I heard the words. I did not process them because I heard Tulatucky. I'm like, what?
Taylor, Tucky. Taylor, Michigan is the Kentucky of Michigan.
Say Tucky for me
I
one more time.
can't. No, please don't make me.
Say,
No,
okay, say can't,
no,
please,
no.
please.
I'll go get you some coffee. There, I fixed it. Fixed it. We're better now.
Say Tucky.
Tucky.
Damn it.
I knew exactly what word I had to say to fix it. Whew. I got stuck there for a moment. Shut up.
Say there.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Say there. Please.
You're about to get fired on stream.
Okay. I haven't been fired today. You slept.
What did my mom just say? He was normal growing up? What is that supposed to mean? Yo, mom, you're banned and fired.
There. Just for that, I'm going ahead and buying my pretty curtain for this window.
Okay. Oh. So who banned and fired me? Draken. Draken. Of course it was Draken. Oh.
Over by Jackson. Yeah, that makes sense too.
The southern central part. Does it work better when most parties are bisexual, pan, or open?
Not necessarily. There's no one size fits all for relationships. And each relationship is defined solely by the two people in it.
Hi, Spook. So yes, if y'all can do me a favor, share that GoFundMe, please. I'm going to type a thing up real quick.
D&D Mare is still pregnant.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, her due date was only yesterday, but all of her mares last year went early. Every single one of them.
The entirety of Texas?
Can I go to Texas for my birthday?
I mean, por qué?
Mary?
I mean, if we have the funds,
Dallas? I want to go to a book con.
a book con,
Yeah.
just for a book.
No, I want to go hang out with Mary and my other authors at a book con for my birthday. That sounds like a blast.
Spook for your roommate.
Correct.
I just posted it to the page for anyone that just wants to share.
For the since you are IRL allowed here. DNA. Reckless.
What happened? Oh, I appreciate it, Lily. This is one of the things about having a community is that sometimes, at some point, everyone needs support. Every single person in the world needs support at some point or another, whether it's an ear or needing aid because they don't know what to do. Tragically, this is one of those times where it's the latter. So not only am I going to do this, I am copy the link. Oh, absolutely. Sunshine! Sunshine, sunshine. Hi, sun. Nope. Let me add a block. Classic. Link. Find me. Add. All right, and I've also put in my link tree. Mm-hmm. There. I appreciate you, Lily. Thank you for hanging out, Jen, and enjoy, have fun. Okay. All right, now that that's updated. But yeah. So so quite literally I've updated where the GoFundMe is in my link or in my beacons link. It's at the top. So I think that is heavily important. And any way we can help a member of this community would be helpful. I thought I read that wrong, son, and then I went to reread it. I'm like, nope, read it right. We're good.
Tracks.
It's been going around.
Yours and all of her fucking steroids. She was singing karaoke
Mm-hmm.
and playing the piano
Mm-hmm.
and dancing
Mm-hmm.
all at once. Literally had to leave. Had to leave the house.
Was that steroids or ADHD?
That was steroids plus ADHD.
I'm impressed.
The tab was going for the karaoke.
Here's the question: was she recording it?
No, it was Spotify.
Mm. Haha. Oh yeah, Linda is mama now.
That tracks.
That's adorable. Oh.
So much hair.
Because every time you threaten to shave it off, I remind you that hey, you didn't like it shaved. And you're like,
Well, that's because she purposely sabotaged my hair because we were happily poly. Remember, right after that haircut is when you found her in the group.
oh, that's right.
Literally, right after that haircut is when you found her in When Will the Polyamorous Shut Up? After she'd been doing my hair for 5 years, 6 years, and it was perfect. She had a salty experience. Is the only thing I can think of because she was entertaining right before I moved. And when I came back, she fucked my head.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that she had thoughts for you. Still to this day.
I mean, probably. We hung out for years. But I was not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Because that was a level of crazy that you weren't touching.
That was also a level of unhygienic hippie wanting to be crunchy that I wasn't gonna touch. I'd have contracted something. Fungal, probably. Yeah, son, the BB is always on the ADHD and steroid regimen, but spent Monday in the ER getting lots and lots of extra steroids and is still on steroid pills. So she's like zingy. Her entire being vibrates at a frequency that can only be heard by the dogs, who also are vibrating.
And meanwhile, I'm working.
I was working yesterday. I scrubbed and bleached today. I almost got on my hands and knees with the scrubber and the
Giggity.
soft scrub today, and then realized that I wanted to be able to move tomorrow.
Especially with a foot of fucking snow.
It keeps moving, by the way. It was supposed to be here Saturday. Now there's only a 19% chance.
On Saturday? Look at Sunday.
Now Sunday's disgusting, and so is Monday. Our children are never going back to school. They're gonna close the entire fucking state.
Only for a week. Only for a week. It'll be alright.
It's fine. I'm gonna take the escape and deliver to these poor southerners that don't know how to feed themselves in the snow.
You just want to be able to escape the house.
Yes. Absolutely, I do.
So last night we're sitting at the dinner table. And everyone's talking about, how many inches of snow we think. And so in a reference to the elusive spouse, I went, oh, I don't know, 6 inches? 6 inches? Because spouse is such a man on this. Because it's reversed. Quite literally, spouse is like, I was 6 inches from the curb. And I was working. Babyface was with elusive spouse. They were doing shopping, everything, and Babyface was like, "You were a foot and a half from the curb," and elusive spouse goes, "No, I was 6 inches." And I was like, "Spouse, how far was 6 inches?" And spouse goes, 6 inches. I'm like, spouse, that's 6 inches.
You know, you know. Fuck.
Lily, we have to send kids to school even with a foot of snow.
That's because in the places that are equipped for snow, you have, warehouses and garages full of snow plows. We have Bob and Jim, who used to live in Minnesota and Syracuse, with a plow still strapped to their F 250 that sometimes will work.
And by the way, salt.
Usually water softener salt, because that's all that exists. We don't sell snow shovels, people. There are no snow boots or boot socks or gloves or anything in our stores. We already have bathing suits.
Yep.
We've had bathing suits for 3 weeks. They took our gloves and stuff away, I don't know, at Thanksgiving?
First week of December. Pretty sure.
Yes, spook. We're at like picnic tablecloths and bathing suits and floaties. The seasonal aisle has already moved to grill supplies. I tried to get salt because I have animals and children and old people. I'm going to have to go to Lowe's tomorrow and buy water softener salt and beat the shit out of it myself and coat my dogs in Aquaphor. Like,
In the entirety of the Pacific Northwest, that tracks. The Pacific Northwest is not. The Pacific Northwest does not handle snow very well. They had ice on their roads, and it was like half an inch of ice. And there were cars sliding down the hill backwards and sideways.
yeah. So my northern friends, when in the next 5 or 6 days, as you're on your TikToks and you're scrolling and you see all these poor Southerners, not me, I will not be part of these poor Southerners, but when you see these poor Southerners getting into car accidents at 3 miles an hour because they hit the brakes and the ice went, don't laugh. They don't know. They're not equipped. The roads said, no, thank you.
I know how to handle snow, thank you.
I love you. Most of the time, I believe you.
Drove military vehicles in Korea in 3 feet of snow.
Most of the time, I believe you. Also, military vehicles have giant treads.
Humvees.
And way more.
No, they don't. Our Escape weighs more than the Humvee.
Correct, Lily. Yeah. We have lived together in this state for many, many years. I've let Heathen drive me in the snow exactly once. And only because it started snowing while he was driving.
There was also already snow on the ground,
True.
and you had fell earlier in the day.
That's true. Spouse is not allowed to drive. I have yanked keys out of spouse's hand when precipitation happens.
Only once have I, but only once have we actually needed to.
I let you drive from the old house to here when there was no power. So twice.
You didn't go with me though.
Yes, I did. The one time I did. I came to shower.
You drove that time.
No, I didn't. I didn't know how to get here. Promise. But it was like day 5 after the storm.
Mm. I mean, I don't know if you'd want me driving because I play in the snow too much.
There are 4 people in the world that I am comfortable riding in a vehicle with. I live with 2 of them. One carried me in their womb, and one shared that womb with me. Well, also inhabited that womb. That's it.
Yup. I had to prove I could handle full spinouts before I was allowed to get my license. I had to prove I was able to deal with a fishtail before I was allowed to have a military license in Korea. That was fun. And a Humvee, hated that. I'm also one of the only people that Babyface doesn't grab the oh shit handle for, though. So I forgot to tell this story because it's hilarious. So we have the kids. I'm doing deliveries. Okay. And Babyface here asleep. So spouse went with me because I had to run a couple errands. So spouse went with me, and the oldest goes, "What's that over the window?" And spouse, without thinking, goes, "Oh, it's the oh shit handle for when people drive badly."
Yep.
And Bug literally looks and goes, "Why are you holding it when Daddy drives?" And spouse is like, "Because Daddy doesn't drive like Mommy does." And literally, Bug looks down and goes, "No one drives like Mommy does."
Spouse gets one chance to have me drive. When we leave wherever we are going, I look at spouse and say, "Are you good to drive or do I need to?" And that's it. He says I'm good to drive. He's good to drive. Then I bring out the Penjamina and I hyper focus in the phone.
The fact that I was allowed to drive to your mom's still confused the ever loving shit out of you.
Not particularly. That's your roads there.
Oh. Alright. It is getting close to 10:30. Lily says, I love Penjamina. It is getting close to 10:30, which means I should start getting ready for the bed. Who? Let's be nice, shall we? And how did you know, love? And how did you know? The EP time, it comes.
I dab and I know things. That's how.
Alright, we're going to raid Drago. Alright, ready. 3, 2, 1, let's jam.